All right. Hello, everyone. This is another one of those little podcast things that I wanted to do, but I forgot about it. I forgot about it. But my buddy Jerry, who's I guess my quote unquote special guest with me,
Hello.
he reminded me. So we decided to do it today. At what time is it? Fucking 11:30 almost in the morning on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. But everything goes as last time. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm hoping around an hour and a half. I don't want to stretch it, but oh well, we'll see how it goes. So, ooh.
My bad.
So, first off, Jerry, I want to say thanks for taking time out of your non-busy schedule. So, come with me. I know.
I just want to say thank you for having me here and eating a hot dog in front of me.
Shut up. But, no. I know you don't have any topics to talk about. I do. I have one. I'm going to set down that.
I mean, really, the only topic that I could think about is...
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But, guess what I got in the mail yesterday?
What'd you get?
I got a little piece of paper.
Fancy.
No. I don't know if Andrew was bringing up to you that we have like a class reunion.
No.
And okay. Well, this is what it's about.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna name the school, but the class of 2014 is invited to a gathering, April 12th, from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
And whew, I'm looking forward to in a good and bad way, because I've already expressed my dislike for a good chunk of my class, because most of them have or still have, or they had or still have, the mindset of, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, do nothing. And I was at that mindset before as well, but when it came to high school,
We all have.
I was pretty bad. My average grade or GPA was a 1.7. So an average of about a D.
That's how I was freshman year.
That's how I was the entirety of junior high.
Freshman year, I had 5 Ds, an F, and a C.
Ooh. Why?
Because I just did not give a fuck about school.
See, I knew in high school that it mattered. So that's why I was like, you know what? When it comes to high school, I'm going to show all of these teachers that are like, yeah, you're not really going to do anything. Or all these people like, yeah, you're not going to make it anywhere. I'm sitting here with like a 3.0, rocking everything. I actually have some stuff I want to mention to you about school as well.
Real quick, kind of the same thing for me. Like, not teachers, but like family wise, I've had some aunts saying that I'm not gonna be going anywhere in life the way I was going. And here I am, already graduated high school a semester before everybody else.
Which I still hate you for, because I wanted to do that. I really did. Well, that's whatever.
But I proved them wrong, and now they got nothing to say. It's funny as hell.
Well, now all you have to do is get a job.
Well, when I move down, it's not gonna be too hard.
True.
We'll get into that later, though.
Yeah. But, where was I gonna be? I don't know. You kind of threw me off track. I forgot.
Here's some stuff you wanted to mention.
Fucking, about school.
Yeah.
I was talking with my sister, like, a few weeks ago, and, I have so many, like, dual credit classes under my belt already that I passed, that I can take, if I go straight into community college right after high school, I might be able to completely void a semester. And if I do that and I move right in, I will be graduating with my sister, who took a year off and then went back in. I'd be graduating alongside her. And my name will be called in front of her because of alphabetical order. So...
That's great.
That sounds fantastic.
How many credit hours do you have, do you know?
fuck if I know.
Because I know I'm kind of the same way. I have a little bit more than a semester done.
Yeah. I think the only class that I don't have, you might know if it's dual credit, robotics. Is robotics dual credit?
Robotics.
Yeah. That's cool.
With
Let me see.
yeah. Yeah, that's dual credit, I believe. Electronics and robot. Yeah, I think that is. I think.
That's probably the only one that I don't have. Which, it's pretty crazy. Also, I got certified for Microsoft Excel.
Nice.
All I need is access, and I have the entire Microsoft suite, and then that IT fundamentals. That's 5 certificates under my name.
Dude, I've got a bunch of certificates too.
I know.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm. I don't care if they don't get me anywhere, or for like a job. It's like, oh yeah, what are your talents? I can make a spreadsheet. Fuck you. No, I mean I'm still gonna hold those to me because it's like, dude, it's a fucking certificate.
Yeah, the thing that sucks about my certificates is that I didn't get a bunch of them when I was still applying for a job. So if I were to have those, I probably would have had a better chance. And I still had a letter of recommendation from her.
True. I need to do that, and I need to remake my resume soon. I'll have business teacher help with that. But no, I'm looking forward to this because I get to gloat and I get to see how many people fucked up their lives already. Because I could think of a handful right now that they either go to our school or a different school, but knowing them, they're probably still in a bad spot. And it sounds really shitty to laugh at them while they're down, but they started that from junior high.
Hey, I'm doing the same thing pretty much because a few of my friends that I went to school with, they all really didn't care, and they didn't really care throughout high school, and now a bunch of them are drug addicts and drinking and shit now, so I'm just laughing.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah. And actually, speaking of stuff from school, I actually got some from a community college saying that I can go there and go to their graduation and receive 2 certificates.
Why?
Well, originally me and Missy tried this out a while back, but she said people don't usually get that letter until they're either at that college or already about to graduate. So I'm able to, technically it's saying I can graduate while I'm still in high school. But I still would have to go to college.
Obviously. I mean, that's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you props for that. But, no. Other than that, how has everything else been for you?
Been alright.
Pretty decent. Anything fun happen?
Surgery.
True. Which I'm still ecstatic about.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to
It
it.
it's weird, trust me. Actually, you can't trust.
Well, because I mean, seeing. Alright. Well, I mean, like, knowing me and seeing me walking pretty much my whole life with my legs turned in, bent, same thing with my feet, and then my back, bent over and arched. It's like walking like that, like my whole life, and people that know me, and have seen me most of my life walking like that. And like I said, even I'm still trying to get used to it. The surgery, of course, fixed all that. The surgery is called a distal femoral extension osteotomy, and basically what they did is, in the doctor's easiest terms, he said he basically broke my legs and put them back together. And then he got a wedge out of one of my in my bones, about a 1/2-inch wedge, and kind of like released all the muscles and tendons and all that to kind of like straighten out my legs. So had that done. Still going through physical therapy. I actually should be done with physical therapy April 11th.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying I should be fine after I get discharged. I've had almost a month and a half of physical therapy.
How long do you need? Do you think?
What do you mean? How long
Like
do I-
for physical therapy?
Oh, honestly, I can't tell you that, because I don't know. But they're
Like
saying
if you had to guess, or they had to put a number.
if they had to put a number, or if they wanted me to do more physical therapy, I would say like an extra 2-3 weeks,
Okay.
because they're saying every time I come in, they're seeing progress, and like actually a good example is about 5 weeks ago when I started outpatient physical therapy. They did an evaluation on my knee flexion, which means how far I can bend and how much I can straighten. And then they did strength tests. So when they first did that, my knee flexion was at 79 degrees on both legs, and the strength test wasn't that good. Like, you would have to keep your leg up, and they would have to push down and see how much you can hold, and that wasn't good. And then a week ago, they did it again, and my left leg was at 94 degrees, and my right leg was at 98 degrees. So that 20-degree difference really helps, and the strength tests was very much improved. Because when they did it, my legs didn't even budge when they try to push down. So they're seeing a lot of progress. They're thinking I'll be fine when I get discharged. And they're saying I should be fine.
That still blows my mind.
I know.
It's absolutely insane.
I'm still
No,
trying to
I
wrap
mean,
my head around it.
I'm happy always. But I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then sooner or later it'll just become second nature, and you won't even maybe remember, or at least remember so vividly about your past.
Well, I mean, of course I'll remember it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, as vivid and prominent, because this is happening so recently now.
Yeah.
Imagine like 10 years down the line, you're like, oh yeah, I remember when.
Right.
You're like, you look at one of the holes in your leg, and it's just like, wow,
Yeah.
I remember when that needed to be there.
Yeah. I remember most of my surgeries too, still. Even surgeries that I've had 10, 11 years ago. It's
Well,
crazy how far I've come to get straighter.
Super straight now, aren't you?
Yeah. Still short little shit, but
I like that. That was funny. I'll give you props for that.
yeah, even though I lost a little bit of height, it still doesn't bother me.
Mhm.
Like I'd rather I'd rather take being able to walk straight rather than being tall and still hunched over and shit. Like, it's not gonna bother me.
Mm-hmm. Always. And if someone makes fun of you because of your height, you can just fucking kick them. Like, you can actually kick him now. No. How do you think working out is gonna be? Like, when everything gets, like, fully... Okay.
I already know it's gonna feel a little weird, but I'll get into it because my legs are still kind of weak.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't have full control of them, but when they're eventually able to do what they're supposed to do, I think everything will be all right.
I think that'll be interesting to see. But no, we're all having fun little miracles, except for me.
You sit in your room all day. What do you expect? Dan?
Oh, it's not that. I don't think I didn't tell you at all. But because I told Tristan, told Dylan, told my parents as well as my counselor.
Wow, so you tell everybody but the person you mainly talk to, huh?
No, I talk to Tristan almost every day.
Wow.
No, but no, it's something I did want to mention, but I wanted it to be face to face like every other encounter, but I never really had the chance because it's either I forget of your existence for a little bit, or we're playing something on the computer.
Alright.
Because I know you're usually busy sometimes.
Since I got home from the hospital, I've been trying to keep going on my YouTube channel again.
Yeah.
So I've been doing nothing but just straight recording, editing, uploading. I have shit scheduled to be uploading all the way up until like April 10th. So.
Hey, you're on a hustle. I'm making all my shit on a whim. I make my shit within like a day or two.
I was supposed to stream this morning, and then I fucking fell asleep after my alarm. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just text Dan.
But no, it's something that I actually kept tabs of on my computer recently, and it started on my way to school, and I haven't mentioned this to anybody or anything on here, so I didn't want to, or just like make a flat out video, because you know I'm gonna start dying on the inside. But at school, or on my way to school, I had a little like vivid imagination or scene happen in my head, and to make it brief, it ended with my mom finding me already committing suicide via hanging.
Okay.
I don't know why. That's my problem.
This was a very happy podcast, Dan.
I'm telling you this because I haven't yet. That's my problem. I'd rather not wait an hour and a half to tell you,
Right.
and then keep you here for another hour explaining it.
Yeah.
Because then it's just gonna hurt me mentally, and there's really nothing else. But after that, I went to see my counselor third period, or on my way to third period. Went in there about 10:30. I didn't get out till 1.
Jesus.
I've been there that long. Well, been in there that long. And I had my dad call me out because I was unstable.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I have a moderate case of depression and passive suicidal thoughts.
Okay.
That's not fun, is it now?
No.
It's not at all. You know what's really funny? When they had me take a risk assessment test, and that's where I was placed. If they had to place me, they would put it under the moderate category.
Mm-hmm.
And for everything that I've mentioned, I have the will and I have the conscious mind, even in that state, that I know I'm not going to do self-harm.
Mm-hmm.
But they still don't want to stray away. Just like, oh, he's not, saying that he's going to fucking cut his hand off.
Yeah.
We'll just look the other way. It's still a big deal because of me just thinking about it.
Yeah.
And they asked one of the questions in that risk assessment test, do I have any weapons in my room? Oh, you got a machete on my wall, you got one in my drawer, you got a katana, you got a short sword under my bed, and you got about a dozen pocket knives in a Domino's metal crate. So no, I don't have much. It's funny because I told them all of that, and they asked if I had any like firearms, and I said no. I have some airsoft guns though, if they count those as firearms. I had one.
In this case, probably.
Yeah. Well, I told them I do, but they're airsoft guns. One of them, actually, about 3 out of the 4 don't really work properly, but they're still there and they're still present. But I have all sorts of weaponry in my room. I even got a baseball bat in the corner and a cane.
And a Nerf gun.
And 2 old mic stands.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that was that. And when that happened, I'm not gonna try to sound like a badass, but it's hard to make me fully break down. When it comes to funerals of a loved one, obviously I'm gonna shed a tear. That's a given. But it's not anything super hard unless they have been there and they were so close, which I want to say in about the last 10 years, or no, not 10 years, about 8 years, I've only truly broken down about 3 times.
Wow.
2 of them were for family, One of them was because of that vivid scenario on my way to school. I didn't break down during the walk.
Mm-hmm.
As morbid as it sounds, I was like, yeah, this is normal when it happened, and that's not a thing you want to think about. But when I had, because it was only in my mind, so I was like, oh yeah, this is normal. You know, my brain's all over the place, and sometimes it can take that fucked up path. When I mentioned it, and I had to recollect the entire event, and I had to verbalize it to them, that's when I broke down. Because hearing myself say that my mom found me hanging on the roof with a rope around my neck, that's not something a normal person should say. And that's not a fun thing to say or think about.
Mm-hmm.
I make fun of suicide a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And now having that thought basically corrupt my mind every so often. That's not a fun thing to think about. And that happens about once. When it gets really bad like that, it's about once or twice every week and a half. When it's that vivid and that hurtful. But every day you have that little thought that pops in your mind. Because I had a talk with my psych teacher about this in general, because he was one of the people. And after having a few conversations with him, is that a Shamrock Shake?
No.
Damn.
It's vanilla bean colada. It's really fucking good.
Sounds so white.
It is. It's very fucking good.
But after having some talks with him, I'm not trying to boost my ego and make you sound less, or make me sound superior and you lesser than me. But talking with him and the way I verbalize and the way I guess he finds how my brain ticks. He did boast about my intelligence and said that I am a pretty smart person. I may not act like it sometimes. But
Sometimes.
no, that I'm a smart kid, and sometimes, and this sounds so like boastful of myself, but sometimes my intelligence and my brain can be a good thing and a bad thing for me, because I think about a lot of things that really don't have a clear-cut answer, or throwing myself in scenarios and trying to visualize the entire thing and really delve myself in there. And I think everyone does at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But this is sometimes like an everyday thing for me. You know, getting yourself invested into a world, or just thinking about something so complex or abstract.
Right.
And when it comes to thinking about something like that, when it comes to those, you know, depressing and dark thoughts, it's more of like, if I wasn't here right now in this very moment, either by committing suicide or just not being conceived, how would the world be? You know, how would Jerry be?
Mm-hmm.
How would everyone else be? And that's where I try to wrap my head around. And sometimes it gets to the point to where it's like, yeah, they'll probably mourn for a little bit, but then it's like second nature. It didn't happen, you know?
No.
And that's where it gets really, really hard for me. And that's where it starts to eat away. So that's what he meant by my intelligence can be a beneficial as well as a hindrance. Because thinking about all these complex things, it's like maybe I could find an answer, or it's good that you're working your mind in such a way.
No.
But it's also bad because if it takes that turn that you don't want it to go, and then you let it overcome your thoughts, then that's when it starts to get bad. Now, I went to my primary care physician. I had to re-explain the entire story there again about the scenario And it was all that. And when they did like a basic assessment of me, just like, how are your grades, all that stuff. Do you have plans? Do you have a college you want to go to? All that stuff. I check off as a normal, healthy kid. But then when it's like, why are you here? Why are you feeling this way? All I can say is that it's hard to say why or when it happens.
No.
Because sometimes it just happens, and I can't control it sometimes. But like, it's a struggle at times. Like, I had it happen this morning, funny enough. But that's where I'm at. We went to primary care physician after going through all of that stuff. I'm scheduled for a psychiatrist April 5th. And it's funny because we go back to school on Tuesday, so that's a normal day. Wednesday I have a field trip, and then Thursday I have that psychiatrist appointment. So it's a fun week. It's a 4-day week, but it technically like 3, because then you have Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. But that's what's been happening for me. So if I sound or act a little out of place, that's probably why. If not, I'm just being an asshole. And it's hard to tell apart, because I had something happen with my mom where I felt like I was in my normal state of mind, but she thinks I'm in like another dimension, basically. And looking back on it now, I wasn't. I had that feeling of being like desensitized from everything. And I was just vacant, to put in terms. Like, she would tell me something, and I don't normally stare somebody in the eyes unless it's super important.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, she would be speaking to me, and I would be speaking back, and I would be making direct eye contact. And I don't do that, because usually when I'm speaking, I have something in my hands. I'm looking all over the place, making gestures, like I am now.
That's how I am too.
Yeah. It's very rare to find me doing that, unless I'm not saying that it's only because of being potentially unstable or in a different mindset, but it's rare to find me doing that, unless it's something super important or something super wrong.
Yeah.
And I guess in that point, I was in like that really desensitized, just like nullified state. And that's not fun. That's not fun at all. So that's what's been happening to me, funny enough, since the beginning of senior year. But it's been more prominent around the end of January to February. It's been more of eating me, in a sense. So that's fun. And you don't know me as someone like that.
No.
You know me as a mix of an asshole and a really fun person at times.
I mean, it was kind of the same way with me when Kelly passed. I know we talked about that. So, I mean, I can only imagine, but
But it's,
I mean,
it's a
like
fun thing.
I'm kind of the same way as you. I don't break down that easily.
Yeah.
The only time that I can really recall breaking down was when I was laid up after surgery, because you know me, I've got a really high pain tolerance, but I was crying severe bad pain, and my grandma had to stay home because she was like, if I'm crying, something's really wrong. So like I can see where you're getting at. I mean, like, the one thing that really fucked my head too is that I didn't cry or anything when Kelly passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I was pissed, I was depressed, but I never shed a tear or anything. So, like, I can only imagine, like, the shit that you were, going through, but,
It's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with that psychiatrist appointment, they're gonna do another risk assessment on my brain, and we think most likely I'm going to be prescribed medication.
Yeah.
At least something to fix a chemical imbalance, if that happens to be the case.
Most likely antidepressants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, take them, because I know somebody that was supposed to be on them and they didn't take them, and they ran away from home and they haven't talked to anybody since. Actually, it was one of my closest friends too, and it got really bad.
I got you, don't worry.
Fucking
Didn't I-
like, shove them down your throat if I have to.
Blend a bump in a smoothie for me, please.
There you go.
Yeah. I still take it. Just if I down the entire smoothie or not. But if it's a banana, like strawberry banana smoothie, ooh, I'm done. Those things are fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
No, so that's what's been happening with me recently. And I'm letting you know ahead of time. You don't know me as that at all. Like, you know me
I
as
just know he's a dickhead.
a fun yet angry sometimes dickhead. Or stubborn. You can throw that in the same boat. But you know me as usually a happy-go-lucky person that's kind of a dickhead.
Kind of a dickhead.
And then a little bit stubborn and angry. And it's weird to have to mention that hey, I have some stuff in my brain that doesn't like me and I don't like it,
Yeah.
type of deal. But
It's hard for me to admit that shit too.
yeah, I mean, first time it happened, funny enough, was with my ex, which I don't think was the best person to first do it to. Probably my parents. But nonetheless, it was since that one engagement that it's like, well, I'm also known, or at least people know me for being almost completely open
Yeah.
about anything. Like, I will tell you how I think. That's a given. I don't care if you like it or not. I don't care if your feelings get in the way of a debate because you feel strongly about something. If you're not backing X, Y, and Z up with facts or whatever, then I don't care. You know? So I will tell you how something is, and I don't care if you get angry at me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how it is. And I'm completely open with myself. You can ask me almost any question, I will give you an answer.
I'm the same way.
But if it comes to... if it's something like this now, which is so prominent... like, you can ask me if I was depressed a while ago. Like, I want to say like 4 months ago. We'll just use that as an example. I'd be like, no, I have nothing to be depressed about. But because it's so prominent now, it's like, yeah, I've felt like that. And I can recall moments and scenarios just like that.
Yeah.
And ever since then, every morning, if I have a dream that I remember, I write down everything that I remember. And I have, I think, 2 of them in there now that I'm not going to mention. But one thing I mentioned to you towards the beginning, that I've been keeping a collection of my brain. Mm-hmm. I have a folder on my computer just called My Thoughts, or My Mind. And every day when I have something that I feel like needs to be verbalized, I'll just record it. I'll record the audio and just let it wander. It's kind of like a podcast, but it's not like an hour long. I think the max right now is like 20, 30 minutes. But it's just of me rambling on some things. Keeping tabs
what's
of
on
myself.
my mind thing?
No.
Oh.
This is something completely different. They won't be able to see it, but it's stuff like that.
Okay.
Where all it is just like keeping tabs.
Yeah.
And like if something needs to be verbalized and I can't really speak to somebody at that moment, I'll use that as like ventilation. But hey, that's fun. Did you hear about the Division 2 coming out?
I did.
Yeah, you tagged me in it.
I did.
Yeah, I got an email for it as well.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it.
See, like, I don't think I'm gonna get it right away, or at least whenever it comes out, because I don't know, like, my computer situation's gonna be at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I can barely run the shit now.
Well, it's gonna be out, I know, in a few years.
Yeah.
So you should have time. I want to say should.
Because I did mention when I go down to Florida, I do plan on building 2 new computers.
Mm.
A gaming and a video editing, streaming, whatever you want to call it. So that's actually something I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. I told my dad a big plan that I have for when we get a new house and I have whatever space to myself. It was probably going to be like the coolest room I've ever had. Because I was going to have one of those like riser desks. So they raise up with you so I can stand and do all that stuff. Because sitting down all day is not fun.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I do get up, stretch, and do all that stuff anyways.
I kind of have to because my legs get stiff. Yeah, surgery. So.
But I told my dad that I would like to get a wall of the, our science wings, those whiteboard walls.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get one of those. And then another wall, paint it with chalkboard paint. So I'd have a chalkboard wall there. And then whatever wall would be like a light gray. And then just get a bunch of different colored paint and just start splattering all over it. A nice little creative space.
Imaginative.
Well, because I'm very visual, spontaneous, creative. So I feel like having a space like that would be great. And I want to build a whole new computer, or just like make the room just like a giant cave. So make it a nerd cave.
That's what I was gonna do when we moved down to Florida. Like, if we were able to find maybe like a 4-bedroom house, the extra would be mine, and I would do whatever I wanted to in there. Make a big ass game room.
See, for me, we're looking at houses with basements, and I would have the entire basement to myself.
Nice.
So imagine, we'll use hypothetically, the basement that I have downstairs right now, if it was habitable and a little bit larger, so you could actually stand up straight. Imagine that entire thing furnished, carpeted, and all that stuff, and just have it a giant nerd cave.
Have LAN parties.
That'd be fantastic. Well, to be honest, that's what I want to do as well.
That's what I've been wanting to do at my house for a while, but my dad is just saying no.
Well, I don't mean just LAN parties. I don't care. You can't really do anything now. But I mean, just making it just a nice place to be. Like, I got my desktop. I got a streaming/video editing desktop like yours. And if I have a significant other at the time, or somebody that I'm seeing, I have a PC for them.
Yeah.
Same thing, peripherals, everything. And then other computers for friends, for like LAN parties.
Right.
Like a full LED setup that's all connected together. It's complicated to talk about now, because it's just something that I would need like props to show you where.
Yeah.
Because I'm okay with explaining it, but it's better if I can visualize it for you.
I'm like, if someone explains something, I'm usually pretty good at visualizing it. It just like depends on the situation. Like this stuff, I can actually, I can visualize with you.
Like imagine seeing like 2 or 3, maybe we'll use hypothetically 6. So you have my PCs, person I'm seeing, or significant others, PCs, and then 4 others. You have my setup with 4 monitors. You have 3, 1, all hooked up on a single arm, like setup. So they're floating, and it's nice and clean. You know, keyboard, mouse, long ass mouse pad. Same thing, mirrored over at Bay's area. And then you have like a triple monitor setup for 4 friends. Something like that. I know it's going to be expensive. That's a given. The computers itself, depending on how balls to the wall I want to be, are going to be a few grand at most.
How much,
or at least.
And how much the crypto mining shit's going to fuck over the graphics cards in a while.
Yeah.
Although I will admit that they're actually starting to come back in stock and the prices are starting to go back down.
I'm glad I bought that one while I could.
I was actually going to mention that to you earlier. I went to Best Buy and I saw that one for $700 now.
Why?
I don't know.
Then I got a fucking steal. Mm-hmm. I thought I was getting shafted because usually it's like, oh, within a few months to a year, the graphics card splits in half.
Nope, they raised up.
Because the graphics card.
Yeah, because the graphics card that I was looking at is an Asus GTX 1080, and the original price was like $750, something like that. It was actually a really good price, and then it bumped up to like $1,200. I was like, you can get a fucking Titan for $1,200, and it's actually starting to go back down now. It's down to about $810, $814 on Newegg or something like that. So I'm actually really hoping that it's still in stock and around that price when I build my computer, because that's what I plan on putting in there.
Yeah. I have a lot of things that I want to do. It's just I need to get a job that I like, that I'm okay with doing, all that stuff.
The thing is, I mean, like,
boom.
Both the computers total isn't that much. Because actually, let's see, like, because the gaming computer, originally I was going to put a 7700K in there, but then I switched it to an 8700K. Just a regular Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo, 32 gigs of RAM, 256 gig SSD for boot, 500 gig SSD for recording, and 2 terabyte for games. The GTX 1080 in there. I think a 750 watt power supply, fully modular. And just a few other things, but that computer is $2,300, and I built it on CyberPower and a few other places, and it was like $38, $39.5, something like that. I was like, yeah, fuck that. I'd rather just build it myself. And then the streaming computer, like, because you're gonna be like video editing and all that, like most of it's gonna be the processor, not the graphics card. Unless you're using Sony Vegas 15, which I do, and you use the NVIDIA settings to render. So I was going to do the same thing, an 8700K, the Cooler Master, and I was going to switch it down to 16 gigs of RAM.
Why bump it down?
Because there's going to be no gaming on there, so why get a 1070, 1080?
No, I'm talking about RAM.
Oh, because I'm just going to be doing 1080p stuff. I'm not going to be doing anything with 4K. If I was doing anything with like 4K or 2K or something, then I would bump it up to 32, but and then just a 256 SSD, the only thing that would be in there. GTX 1050 Ti.
Unless new cards come out.
Yeah. And then I would need to get a secondary keyboard, and then I was gonna have to get a 2 terabyte external hard drive. Because the way I was gonna do it, record on my main PC, switch the files to the external, bump it over to the other computer, and then do everything on there. It was the easiest way I was thinking about transferring the files. Guarantee there's other ways, but the recording file sizes that I get, fucking enormous.
It's a lot of money we're dishing out.
Well, that computer is like anywhere between like $1,300 to $1,500, so it's not really bad.
Well, I mean in like general, like
Well,
get it.
yeah.
Well, that's just with the computer. You got to think about peripherals, extra like small stuff as well,
Yeah, because that's the
and
other
the
thing
quality
too.
of life things.
Yeah, because I have to get another. Well, I have to get another monitor soon, so I can have 3 of the same ones. And then I gotta get 2 or 3 more monitors for the second computer. And then I'm gonna have to get a new Elgato. Make sure I have
It's
everything.
Snapchat for Andrew.
Okay. Faggot.
Ba boom.
But yeah, I just gotta make sure that I got everything set up and ready. So.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's gonna take a while
Oh yeah. It
for
took a
both
while.
of ours.
It took a while just to have me set up the computer with the new motherboard. It took me almost a fucking day.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it'll be fine when
It'll be worth it once I get everything set up.
yeah, definitely. Oh, there goes my phone. God damn it. Damn, I can't fucking grab it.
Oh,
No, I got you. No worries, homeboy. But, no, I mean, other than that, there's really nothing, too special.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting kicked out in, like, 2 months.
Wow.
We have a house that my dad's getting contact with right now.
Okay.
With his like broker, I think, so we can request a walkthrough. It's a nice looking house, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Elsip too.
Oh, nice.
It's about a 10-minute drive.
Nice.
I think it's like 3 blocks past Pulaski. So yeah, it's not far, really. So, still be in the area, which is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Has a full basement that we need to obviously furnish.
Renovate.
Because it's kind of like ours downstairs.
Never seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, don't. It's a spooky place. But I mean, it is. It's a scary place.
Yeah.
I mean,
Someone's
other
fucking
than-
haunted down there.
Other than that, nothing really too special has happened. I'm doing more creative things with my
Yeah.
I
know.
YouTube.
Not gonna lie though, that shit was really good.
What?
On the I Hate My Friends thing, that was pretty fucking good.
Please don't be over there.
It's gotta be over there.
Anyways, no, I'm just worried that it pops up over there.
Where your porn's gonna pop
Woo! Okay, we're fine. No, I have this shit on incognito.
up.
I'm just kidding, because that gets ads.
Just use a different browser.
I'm not downloading a whole new browser just for that. Anyways. No. Like, when it comes to thumbnails, titles,
Yeah.
descriptions, and content, I'm having fun.
See, I'm trying to get more into the editing and all that. It's just like, it's a pain in the ass because I can't get that good content. Like,
What do you mean? You and I get the same content.
yeah, but like the other shit that you do, I can't produce because I'm still trying to figure it out myself of how to do.
See, I'm fucking going shit on a whim. Like, I'm just being like, oh, what does this do? Oh, that's cool. Bump it up to 11. That's what it is. But no, like, for my thumbnails and shit, and titles, it's like, they're there. Like,
I just make plain ass thumbnails. I just find a picture on fucking Google Images and just put a number on top.
See, I can't say you should do what I'm doing, because I don't know if you'd be into
I
that.
don't know how you do your shit anyway.
You just fuck the colors. That's really it.
I mean, I would be interested in trying all that.
I just use fucking GIMP. And
I
for like,
use Photoshop for all my shit.
yeah, I would if I knew how to use it properly. I'll probably.
I have a good idea on how to use Photoshop. It's just, it can be a pain in the ass.
That's why I use GIMP, because it's a lot easier for me.
I don't know how to use GIMP, that's why I use Photoshop.
Fucking stuff like this right here. That used to be a picture of me. I'll throw up the picture.
Really? Dude, the fucking beginning of that video is great.
Thanks, homeboy. Like here, I'll show you the picture for this. Where was it? It was this one. Once it loads. But that's all it was. Get this for the vlog. Yeah, that's all it is. So, all it is that stretched to a 1280 by 720.
Okay.
And then distorted like that. So you go from something like this to that.
That's great.
But then you have ones like that. Well, that was fun to make.
Yeah.
I made the thumbnail, obviously, as well as the picture in the back. And I made it look like a TV static. I did that with the fucked up colors. I did that with the fucked up colors. Found that in my folder. But it's ones like that. Because I'm a big fan of, like, the vaporwave 80s type of thing where it's like vibrant colors, and then you have like the heavy contrast with the noise on there. I find it really like that. I fucking love this because of like the static and the little tint of contrast with the bright colors.
Yeah.
Shit looks fantastic. That's what I'm doing with all my thumbnails now. Oof. Ever since the the Weez Fest onward, you can see kind of a train depending on the color palette that I use, and it mainly depends on the image itself. I'll dictate how, like, what colors I use.
The fucking video was fantastic too.
Which one?
Weez Fest.
Yeah. It's up there with some of my what I find really funny. If you couldn't notice, or if you haven't noticed recently with the content of mine, if you've paid attention to it, I'm taking more of just a whatever approach. Like my thumbnails, I take a lot more pride in.
I see that.
My names are kind of stupid, like those, that one. But I'm more having fun.
Yeah.
Because before I was pumping out stuff where it's like, all right, today I got to do like a payday build video. And then tomorrow I gotta finish or get footage for like a funny moments type of thing. Now, instead of pumping things out like every day to every other day, I'm doing like 2 videos a week, but they're videos that I find enjoyable.
And
it may look like they have low production. I apologize for cutting you off, but I don't care about you.
Fair enough.
But it may look like there's not much effort into it, because it's just like, oh, you're taking a bunch of clips and you're just smashing it in Sony Vegas. But they're clips that I personally find to be the best. It may be a 4-minute video. Sure, or a 43-second video about Andrew doing the FitnessGram Pacer test. But it's funny, and I like it, and I think people should see it. And funny enough, it got traction. It granted 45 views as of right now, but I mean, I don't care about the views in that sense. Cool if I get 100 or whatever, but it's more of, do people actually like it and they're giving it a thumbs up, thumbs down, or commenting? I like that better.
That's something else that I've learned, especially like a lot of other YouTubers that I've been watching, especially ones that have been live streaming on how they edit videos and shit. It's like, you edit videos your way. Like, you edit like videos that you like to watch or you like to see, not what you think other people would like to watch. It's pretty much whatever you're with and when you're happy with it.
Like the way that I do these thumbnails now, based off of a YouTuber that I really love right now, which I think you should check out. His name is General Sam. Really funny.
I've seen him.
Yeah, dude's fucking great. And he does thumbnails like these. So I guess what you just said kind of rolls with it, because he fucks up the titles like that sometimes as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, would you call it a complete ripoff? Probably. Maybe. I'm not sure. But
it's still in
Well,
your own way.
I'm personally, I wouldn't say take it as like a compliment. It's like, yeah, dude, I look up to you, so I'm gonna mimic your shit. It's not like that. I'm in that, vaporwave 80s lo-fi type of feel,
Yeah.
and I reflect that in thumbnails with the noise, contrast, the like high octane colors,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I mentioned as like a 2018 New Year's resolution that I'll probably keep for like hopefully the rest of my life, of when it comes to my YouTube, I want it to be about me.
Yeah.
And I would always say, oh yeah, it's about me and what I want to do. But I'll say that, then it'll stray away from me. I've like, today I don't want to do a build video, but I got to because, people are expecting a video or I haven't done one in a while. That's why it was that one. I had a build set up and it was like, well, I haven't done one in fucking God knows how long. I'm going to make one. Why not? It's something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So all of these things, granted they might not get enough traction sometimes except that one. It's all about things that I want to do.
Yeah.
And if I wanna fuck up a title, make it look garbage, like that one, then yeah, I'll do it. If I want to make a 43-second video about the FitnessGram Pacer test with the voice changer, I'll do it. It's funny to me, so I'm gonna do it. I don't care if you don't like it.
Yeah, it's all kind of paying off too. I mean, look at your subscribers. You almost have 400.
Yeah. Fucking, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that.
I'm only at 27.
I've been doing this since
Yeah.
2014, so. But bro, I'm taking a nice laid back approach, and it's fun. I'm enjoying it. Sure, if you don't like it, that's fine.
If you don't like the video, just don't fucking watch it.
Yeah. Or you can voice your opinion. If you're a subscriber and you're like, I'm not really feeling this type of style, it's like, all right, what would you like to see? I'll try to incorporate it into what I'm already doing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to completely bend to somebody's whim just because they don't like me. One person or a handful of people is not going to change me.
There's actually one subscriber of mine that that you and somebody else were arguing, or no, that you and him were arguing with somebody in one of my past live streams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But he's kind of been around since like I started my channel, and like every now and then he'll put a comment down saying like, this is cool, but I think it'd be awesome if you like try to do this and that if you'd be willing to try out. And I've tried
It's
it
stuff
every
like
now and
that.
then. Yeah. And
If you're just
actually,
coming in there and saying it's garbage,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, you're not helping me.
But I mean, like, me and him have talked, especially like on Discord and all that stuff. And I've asked him, like what kind of stuff he would like to see, what other kind of stuff like would he like to, watch and look from my channel. So. Thanks, Dan. Thanks for calling my Discord garbage.
Good shit, man.
But yeah, it's all that stuff. Like, I don't mind trying to do other stuff.
Mm-hmm. See, if you're just going in there and be like, yeah, I don't like this, it's like, all right, you don't like it, cool. What do you want to see? Like, what do you think could have been done differently?
I've gotten a few comments where it's like this video shit, you should do this because so and so does this, and I just like private message them back. It's like, if you don't like it, then don't fucking watch it. Like, straight up, I'm just like, then don't fucking watch my channel. If you're gonna be a dick about it, then leave me alone.
You're trying to find the set of people that are like, yeah, this is cool. Yeah. Trying to find that audience.
Yeah. And I don't look, or I don't reply that much on bad comments because I don't give a fuck. Like, if my channel burns down, who cares? I've had 3 past channels. I could start up a new one.
See, I've been doing this for a while. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, You know how I always would say that I've been like making videos since 2012?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it's 2011.
Nice.
So for as of right now, about 7 years, I've been making some sort of video on YouTube. So at this point, it's a form of pastime for me.
Yeah.
Because I need to keep myself occupied with something.
That's how I am.
Like, I can't just sit there and do nothing.
That's why I've just been knocking out videos left and right since I've been home. It's because since I'm home all day and not going to school was the only thing that was keeping me busy.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would get home and edit for a few hours, and then that would be the rest of my day. Now I knock that shit out within a few hours in the morning, and then I've got nothing else to do the rest of the day. So that's why I've been trying to record and stream as much as I have been.
Mm-hmm. Because having a scattered brain like me, I need to find something to do. Mm-hmm. Even when it's talking. That's why I have this in my hand right now. It keeps me occupied and make sure my brain is focused. So that's why I play games, I talk to people, I listen to music, I make videos. Videos are a form of artistic expression for myself personally, and a form of a pastime. Because I enjoy making people feel a way, making people laugh, like being informative for people. That's why I have stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like hanging out, playing some games, all that stuff. But if I didn't have like a goal to do it, like, okay, posting a video, whatever, it gives me something to do. And if I don't have that, I'm bored. Cool, I can play games all day, that's fine. But I'd rather make videos while playing those games because it's an extra thing for me to do. And it keeps me occupied and working towards a goal, which is to better myself and have fun. And find a group of people that are like-minded like myself, and they're like, yeah, dude, this stuff is funny. Yeah, do another FitnessGram Pacer Test video. That shit was golden.
Because everybody we know are dickheads.
Yeah, but they have a similar mindset.
Yeah.
That's why I get along with them.
We all got the same sense of humor.
Some more than others.
Shout out to Andrew. Asshole.
Yeah, Andrew's a faggot. This is the one on Snapchat. Yeah. He asked if we wanted to play later. Or like in a bit. I said yeah, for me at least.
Yeah, probably for me. I don't know, because I've been scheduling a lot of my shit lately. That's sad. But like video wise, I've been trying more to do on the schedule side because actually when I schedule stuff, it actually helps me like stay on track. So I'll try to play, but I think I might be recording something. I don't know.
See, I like the spontaneous nature.
Yeah.
Cause, well, there's times where it's like a week and I'm not feeling anything. Then out of nowhere, I'm like, oh, dude, I got this fucking 13-second video that I can make into something great. And then I'll do it. And I was like, yeah, dude, that shit was funny.
Yeah, I'll
find something else.
I was trying to do the spontaneous thing for a while, but really wasn't working out because I would just put shit off until like way later on.
Mm-hmm.
There was times where I had clips from like 2-3 months ago unedited and just taking up space, and I wasn't gonna do anything about it. I wouldn't delete it and all that.
All these are clips that I've had since 3/17 as the latest, all the way up to yesterday. I still haven't done anything. 'Cause I don't know
Well,
what
that's
the fuck.
different. That was only a few.
Well, I know. Oh, I mean, I had a few that were like a month or two away, and I just haven't done anything with them.
You only have clips from 10 days ago. I had clips from 4, 5, 6 months ago.
See, the longest I've had was like 1 to 2 months. And it's like, well, I don't have a need for them right now, so I'm just gonna keep them there.
Yeah, that's why I said I like to schedule my stuff. Like all the series stuff I've been doing lately. I've been planning that stuff out so I have footage.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just recording whenever we play zombies or do something stupid or something, and I record it and then I can't think of anything to do with it. I was like,
That's why I get a bunch of replays. Because if I can't think of something for like a specific clip or a small set of clips, I can just make a funny moments out of it.
I try to do funny
Boom!
moments, but a lot of times when I'm recording, there's not a whole lot there.
Well, if you're by yourself, obviously.
No, even when I'm with you guys, there's not a lot of funny moments I can think of.
I can. I think a lot of things are funny. But by the way, for our Skyblock, I was on it this morning, and David and I excavated the entire lower portion that we're in, like the little mine, and I also caged off the furthest bottom portion of the island so we can get everything underneath. So, if anything, we can do that later on today as well.
You're just gonna have to invite me again.
Do you want to know why that happened accidentally? David hit me up in the PMs on Discord, and he said, because I told him that I'm gonna excavate below us, he sent me a PM saying dig under Jerry, so you fall underneath. And I was like, all right, here, wait, I'll show you.
Fucking kidding me. Look at
yeah,
me, no, you didn't.
Just dig under Jerry, bet. And I was like, oh shit, miscalculated, my bad.
Miscalculated, you turned the fucking cobblestone generator into obsidian.
That was on accident. I apologize. I was gonna do on the right side because it was debating on the left or right, but seeing where your name was, I was like, oh, he has to be on the left. Nah. I miscalculated.
Nah. Then he tries to blame that shit on me. He can go fucking...
That's why I took responsibility. But I was like, oh, I was just mining and it just happened. I'm sorry. In reality, I was trying to just have you drop.
That's some bullshit.
But hey, it's there now. When do you think, personally, you would want to continue on that?
We can continue on it today.
I know that, but I'm thinking of a time.
I mean, if Andrew really wants to play, probably after we play with Andrew. Unless you really don't give a fuck, then probably want to get home.
Because, seeing what Andrew wants to play, if he is up for, like, switching games, we can probably throw him in there as well.
The thing is that he's going to fuck everything up.
I mean, he's a good player. He knows a lot. So.
Okay.
He does.
We'll go with that.
He does. You know he does, too.
I know he does, but he also likes to dick around and fuck everything up. Hey, at least last night you were actually doing shit.
Yeah.
He would have destroyed fucking everything.
But you know what the funny thing was? It tried to fuck you up. And I failed.
Yeah, but that was a small thing.
Hey, we have the lava back, though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, because I gave it to you.
Not me, David.
You know what I meant.
But yeah, don't worry. We'll do it. Don't worry. We'll just see what Andrew's doing. If anything, you might actually be able to get me on Fortnite. Even though I still hate the game.
Something I've been wanting to play a lot more. Is just, the only issue is that like solos, I can't play it. It fucking, I hate it. Can't play the solos. I have to play with either me and somebody else, or I gotta play with a squad.
See, I'm only down for a squad. I don't like playing with one or two other people. I like a full man.
I can do duos. I just can't do solo. So if I were to stream or record solos, you would see how fucking ass I am at the game. When I'm playing with a duo or if I'm playing with a squad, I am fucking god on there. Or I can be if I get a good weapon in the beginning.
I think you're just garbage in general.
Yeah.
You weren't completely wrong.
No.
Oh, hey, Jerry. You want one?
Sure.
This is the only one.
I'll take it.
Oh. Thanks, dude. Your elbow was in the way. Oh, well.
I like chocolate donuts, thanks.
But, no. Well, we'll find out when Andrew gets on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically he is on right now, but it's whatever. But no, I'm looking forward to it. And, It's been fun. We had our ups and downs so far. Oh. Littering in my room, are you fucking kidding me?
Can't believe you've done this.
Sound like tires screeching.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I was saying you as well.
Oh, okay.
Cause I heard that escape your mouth a little bit. Yeah, a little noise. No, dude. It's been fun, Home Skillet.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to mention, or do you want to call it quits?
My phone. There's really nothing else I can think of.
No. You know what? I still need to get you on fucking WoW, homeboy. I got Dylan on there. No, I have to get you on there. At least to try. At least to try. Hey, if I'm gonna try Fortnite, you're gonna try WoW.
Sure.
There you go.
I mean, there's no guarantee that I'm gonna like it, but
I know. I still want you to experience it.
I'll try it, but I'm not paying for
So,
it.
trust me, I hated it. I shitted on the game forever. Just like Minecraft, I shitted on the game forever.
You know, I was the same with Fortnite. I talked all this shit about it, and then I actually started playing it.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I guess I'll try it.
It's worth an attempt. I mean, I talk so much shit about League. I played it. I wasn't a fan of it, so I stopped playing it. So I could continue talking shit.
Oh.
And same thing, like I already mentioned with Minecraft.
Mhm.
I thought the game was the stupidest thing in the world.
Still kind of is.
I was talking shit about it back in 6th grade.
Mm.
And now I'm still playing it, and I'm 18 years old. When I was about 11 to 12 then.
Yeah.
So I grew up with that. I was playing it all those years.
Not hardcore. I didn't play starting in the beta. I played in 1.44. That's when I started.
1.8.1 beta. That's the version that I had at that time. I don't know if that was the most updated or not. So
Yeah, the most updated when I started playing it was 1.4.4.
I have no idea. But no, at least give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
If I can force Dylan to try it,
Well, that's
And-
different. Dylan likes stuff like that, though.
I don't know. He was iffy about WoW a little bit. Then I told him at least give it a shot. Because if you do and you happen to like it, I want to... well, even before we do anything, I want to throw you in the recruit a friend thing. Because if you happen to like it, plus you get a mount, by the way. If we do the recruit a friend, you get a mount. And if you happen to like the game and you, for some reason, buy playtime, which that's up in the air right now, not only do you get a month, I get a month free. But it, depending on whoever buys playtime first, you or Dylan, I get a mount and a pet in a form of helping you. But also I get to help you around, do stuff on top of helping you with anything that I can probably help with. And just generally having fun. Because that's what the game's all about. I know it's gonna be hard to get into because you don't play stuff like that at all. Neither did I. It was really hard for me to find a nice MMO because I've wanted to play an MMO as like a nice little time waster, and I shat on WoW for the longest time. Now that's the only one I play. But yeah, I mean, we can even do that today sometime, like later in the day.
Yeah.
You just need to download WoW. But do me a solid. Only download WoW. Don't load it up, don't play it, don't do anything. Let me know when you have it downloaded. Because I need to make sure I do the recruit a friend stuff before you do stuff. Because if you make a character already on a different realm without me doing the recruit a friend, we might be screwed.
Okay.
And I don't want to miss an opportunity of getting stuff because of you.
Okay.
Awesome. And when/if you do, or if I play Fortnite beforehand, you have to hold your end of the bargain, at least. Because I have Fortnite already installed. It's kind of just sitting there collecting virtual dust. But no, is that about it? Are we good on everything?
Pretty much. I got nothing else.
I mean, it's been fun.
Find my link in the description.
Huh?
Find my link in the description.
I'll throw it upside down. How about that?
Alright, I'm out.
Alright, well, I guess, yeah, we'll officially call it. And you better finish that, by the way. We're not leaving that there.
I will.
Okay, you better. Does it taste good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's good. But no, I guess the
Chocolate and white always mixes.
Yeah. We'll officially call it quits on this stuff. Jerry, it was fun being able to speak to you verbally speaking to you face to face instead of via Discord, which is always a fun thing. I like to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes us more human than ever before.
Yeah.
And now you get to know a little bit about recent stuff, and I get to see how you're doing because I have school and me dealing with my stuff. I've been in my own little world, and I've kind of been thrown out of everything, the loop.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. But I have you labeled as one of those people that I can come to if there's anything bad.
Mm-hmm.
So take that with honor. Not many people. I think three, maybe 4 friends that I can actually talk about something as heartbreaking as that. So there you go. You have an honor. Now you must fulfill.
Okay.
But anyways, we'll officially wrap it up now. It's been almost an hour and 20 minutes.
Nice.
So almost hitting that hour and a half mark.
I'll try not to delete this one.
Yeah. I'll probably have it render overnight. But anyways, no. It's been fun. So if you guys, for whatever reason in the universe, want to check out Jerry's YouTube channel, I'll give him about 30 seconds of spotlight that he can talk about what he does best, and we'll end it off on that note. So Jerry, the floor is yours. Right about and go.
Alright, so usually I just record whatever. I try to get as many videos up in a week as I can. I'm trying more on streaming, and check out my YouTube channel, Captain Gaming 34, and on Twitch is Captain Gamer 034. So go check it out.
You got 10 seconds.
Check out my damn channel, please. Subscribers.
Okay, you wasted 3 seconds or 3 seconds of open space, so I don't need to self promo because everything's there. But no, Jerry's a nice friend, so if you guys want to go onto his shit, then feel free to do so. What kind of content do you have? Is it like Let's Plays?
A lot of it's Let's Plays. Some of it is just like full zombie games or whatever we play. I do try to cut it though, but
Okay.
mostly Let's Plays.
Yeah, but if you want actual quality, you know you're already on mine, so you might as well. I'm joking. I'm fucking with you, but no.
Got me there.
His thing will be in the description below.
Will be in the thing below.
Yeah, but that's gonna wrap it up. I want to thank you guys so much for listening to us ramble for almost an hour and 20 minutes, making it. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much. Like and favorite if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you have not already to not miss any of these videos in the future. Again, Jerry is always open to new people joining his ranks, and I'm always open for new people to make fun of me and laugh at stupid content I make, because that's always fun.
Yeah, because Andrew doesn't do it enough.
Ooh. Damn, that hurts. But anyways, I want to thank you guys always. Jerry, you want to say anything else before we officially part ways?
Not really, just thanks for having me here.
I appreciate it. You're welcome in my house anytime.
Okay.
You can grab your phone now.
I don't want to.
It's a wrap, homeboy.